Hey guys, me again with a very small update video basically on our progress for the KN-44. So I finished the KN-44 a couple of days ago or a day ago. I honestly don't know how long it's been. All these days kind of blur together. This is what it currently looks like in its very basic standard configuration. Now that I have completed the magazine for it, and I do have the magazine for it installed on the weapon itself, but we'll get in that in just a little bit. After I finished this, I actually started a live stream to do the God mode version of it, which would be with all the attachments. And you can see kind of we got the grip, quick draw, the suppressor, rapid fire. We have fast mags and high caliber now as well. So those are two things that I worked on tonight that were a little bit more difficult to work on. And these are the two things that I wanted to show you guys tonight. So this is the high caliber here, but it also has quick draw, the grip, and the suppressor plus the rapid fire on as well. But for high caliber itself, it changes up this entire receiver from about here back. So it's now a lot more flat on top. There is actually a switch on the back here that you can switch over from different things. I have no reason why, but it's there. There's this little red tab on the side over here. I've got it as well to work with. And then there's this also kind of tab looking thing up here that's there for some reason. And then some screw details. There's like 4 screws in a row. It's really weird how this high caliber thing works. Plus the charging handle and shell ejection port on this side over here as well. It just kind of high caliber is a weird attachment, to be completely honest. But I have high caliber built now, and we also have the fast mags built as well. Now then, this is the standard magazine with the fast mags in it. Of course, once we get into God mode, extended mags will be on here as well. But I wanted to point out some very difficult things to do within LED itself. So obviously, this is not the complete fast mags version. First off, this X should go from here up to here, and this X should go from here to here. And there should be one from here to here and one to there on the other side as well. And then there should be some lines coming across the front and lines coming across the back. Now then, LED is not the very best of things to do that with. As you can see, my pipe system and selection is a very limited thing to choose from. And because it's so limited, it makes it incredibly difficult to actually do the kind of wires in the front. So this is the piece that I was looking for. I grabbed this piece from right here, and because this piece doesn't have one of these little loops in it, that means we cannot physically move them inside of LDD itself. This is the piece that I would prefer to use and would be using, but because I can't bend that piece correctly, I can't get this as close as I usually can for fast mags. So in terms of fast mags, this is what we're going to go with for now. It still looks fairly good. Obviously, this would not work in real life, but for now, I think this is okay. With the limitations of LDD itself, this is fine. You really can't knock me for this one. This is like literally the best possible thing that I can do right now in terms of fast mags because of LED's limitations, but this is what we have. I'd also like to point out that these are 3 stud wide magazines, and then they narrow down into 2 studs with the exposed round on top as well. Just something that I wanted to point out. And they also got this weird bottom thing on the bottom. So yeah, this is a standard KN-44 with fast mags on it. I actually have to take fast mags and put it over on the full model over here. So we can do that right now. In fact, I don't see why not. Just take and Control C this because it's all connected to one another. And then Control V fast mags over to here. And then grab that. And I want to say it sits like up underneath the bolt, but possibly not because of how the bolt's 2 studs and this is technically 3 studs. So we got to switch this back over to 2 studs, which we can do pretty simply. Just like so. And that's exactly where it's supposed to go. Drag this red brick over, should have 2 bricks selected, and delete that now. And now Fastmags is technically now a part of our God mode build, but it's not attached to the weapon itself, which is a good thing. So we're gonna go ahead and save this as our God mode build, work in progress, wherever it may be. Yep, we're gonna replace it, and then we'll take a screenshot of this, and this screenshot will be our thumbnail for the video, essentially. So, God mode work in progress, perfect. All right, so I'll see you guys later. That's pretty much the end for this video. I just wanted to show you guys a few things about the KN-44 God mode that we have so far. This is looking pretty good. I've got a few more attachments to go. So in terms of attachments, I have the laser sight, FMJ, stock, long barrel, and I think that may be it, but I'm probably forgetting something. Extended mag as well. I have the extended mag to go through. So there's 2 pretty major changes coming through with the stock and the FMJ because they changed the overall look of the gun tremendously. And then extended mags is going to be somewhat difficult to do, primarily because it's just this enormously large just magazine. Like, it's a huge magazine. It curves a lot too, but we should be able to get that done tomorrow, maybe before work. I have no idea. And then the God mode version of the KN-44 will come out. And I'm a few attachments away from finishing all of the KN-44. So the KN-44 is right here. So the only attachments that I need left are the high caliber, stock, grip, and suppressor. So 4 attachments, and then we'll have every single variant attachment for the KN-44, which means we can do our official blackout version. And then if you take a look right below it, you can see that the HVK, I'm only missing 2 attachments for, the extended mag and high caliber, which means chances are we will see an HVK and possibly a Shiva soon as well, because I'm pretty close to getting some of the Shiva attachments done in terms of like unlocking them via the black market. Another thing, the Dingo, the reason I started building the Dingo was because I had a fairly good amount of the attachments for it, so I may do some of those. And where's the Vesper at? I have a few of the Vespers, and I've already built the Vesper, but I haven't done the God mode of the Vesper, so we might do that as well. And I have the Pharaoh, but I don't think I've done any of the attachments for the Pharaoh as well, so we might do the Pharaoh as well. I've got a numerous amount of Black Ops 3 weapons already built. It's just getting the attachments done for them as well. In terms of the Locust, I only have the stock attachment for the Locust currently unlocked, as well as the ballistic CPU, but I don't have a ballistic CPU column on it usually because, you know, ballistic CPU is just kind of pointless. So I only got 2 things for the Locust unlocked, and I kind of want to wait until I have everything before I release the blackout versions of these weapons. In terms of CUDA progress, because you guys might be wondering, this is how far we have on the CUDA. Not the best of progress, and the Kuda Blackout is something that I really, really want to do. So just know that whichever one of these weapons, especially right here, if all these categories fill up in terms of different attachments, that is a definite weapon that I will be building. The KN-44 just so happened to be like one of my favorites from the game, so it's definitely going to get built. And now that the HVK30 has so many attachments unlocked for it, I'll probably be doing that one as well. So just wanted to show you guys some of that, and that's pretty much it for this video. We'll see you guys later in another YouTube video. Goodbye. Where's the OBS?